Wow, okay, here we go. Defeat Dr. Nefarious. Look at this.
Alaris, we've got a problem. Nefarious has launched it. He's gonna destroy the star.
I think I jumped a little early.
And then us.
Oops.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a dwarf star to destroy.
Alaris, we've got a problem. Nefarious has launched it. He's gonna destroy the star.
I jumped too early again because I can't see.
Stop him. And then us.
The camera's terrible. You can't see where the track is because it's ahead of you.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a dwarf star to destroy.
Alaris, we've got a problem. Nefarious has launched it. He's gonna destroy the star.
Ratchet, you have to stop
Well,
him. If that's
wow.
then
What am I
us.
supposed to do already? I died 3 times. It's not self-explanatory. Good job.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a dwarf star to destroy.
Alaris, we've got a problem. Nefarious has launched
I need to
it.
swing. I see. You can't see it. It's too much going on.
You have to stop him. If that star explodes, Umbrus will go with it. And then us.
You can't catch me.
Here we go.
Seen the look on Drick's face. I played that fool like a Novalian piano, then turned him into a sheep. Give up, Lombax. You can't win.
Dude, that was close. Almost didn't work.
Stop chasing me. Why don't you just die?
I only made it. Now it's going to be the boss fight, I'm sure. The showdown against
What's
Nefarious.
the hurry? I thought you wanted to be a hero. I can end your pathetic lives and still have plenty of time to evacuate the station. I'll have a perfect view of the destruction.
Pretty funny how he's the newcomer, yet now he's become the freaking the one who has to stop Nefarious.
Here while I was rotting in jail. What better way to exact revenge on the Galactic Rangers than to destroy the entire system on their watch?
Mr. Zurkon is here.
Man, I'm doing no damage. Oh!
Give you a personal demonstration. You should have seen the look on Rick's face when I turned him into a sheep. That moron actually thought, oh, this isn't possible. I can't be losing to you.
Whoa!
We're winning. Now, the real fight begins.
Oh!
Blades.
Gotta fly back.
Wow, you're just winging it, aren't you?
Mr. Zurkon will punch you in the face with bullets. Destroy target.
I'm gonna really enjoy killing you.
Flee! Flee before Mr. Zurkon.
I'm gonna carve you in two.
Death is too stupid for Mr. Zurkon.
Now, I must have my vengeance. Time to recharge.
I don't think the Sheepinator's gonna be very good in this fight.
Where's the reset button? You don't need this, do you?
Alright, to the next platform.
Hold still.
Oh boy. I need more ammo.
Dead yet. Mr. Zurkon intends to rectify.
You know, this really sucks because I got to change my weapon, but I can't. I died because I had to change my weapon, and the fucking PS4 controller is so imprecise. It's very hard. Now I gotta start the whole fight over. This sucks.
Rotting in jail. What better way to exact revenge on the Galactic Rangers? Destroy the entire system on their watch. Oh, this isn't possible. I can't be losing to you. I cannot be defeated. Prepare yourself for a field trip of hell. Right. Let's hurry up with this killing. Little Zircon has something cookies ready. Finally. Let's make this interesting.
Sucks. You had lost way more health last time. The game basically just gypped me big time. Why am I losing so much health? Look how much health I lost.
My proton's bitter yet. Allow me to give you a personal demonstration. I wonder what they'll say about the Galactic Rangers when they let an entire system get destroyed.
Guess I should have jumped. You can't tell I'm supposed to jump when I'm not.
I must have my vengeance. And you thought you were winning. Now the real fight begins. You don't need this.
Alright, he's almost dead.
Death is too stupid for Mr. Zircon.
You should have seen the look on Rick's face when I turned him into a...
Mr. Zircon.
That moron actually thought he was running the show! How deliciously pathetic!
Wow, I got the health. It didn't count, and a bomb blew me up from behind. Come on.
Supernova. I had the idea while I was rotting in jail. What better way to exact revenge on the Galactic Rangers? Destroy the entire system on their watch! The power of the Dwarf Star!
Mr. Zircon yet?
Hey, where's the reset button? Let's make this interesting. This entire system will be destroyed under your watch. Have you seen my proton splitter yet? Allow me to give you a personal demonstration.
Die! I just shot this guy 100 times, man.
Annihilated! I'm gonna carve you in two. Now, I must have my vengeance. And you
Look, I
thought
can't
you
select the
were
weapon that I
winning.
want. Look, I can't get it.
The
It's so
real fight
imprecise.
begins. Should have debugged this before using it.
Leveled up the Warmonger.
There. That better not happen again. You don't need this, do you?
Wow. I can't select. I don't have time to select a good weapon here.
You're about to become the laughing stock of the galaxy. The doctor is in. Let's do some surgery.
Oh, I'm about to die. Again. And I have no, I have no ammo, and I can't switch weapons. Oh. And I'm dead. Oh my god, dude. The whole problem is the switching of weapons is terrible on the PS4 because the controller. The controller is too imprecise. It's hard to select what you want. It's too many weapons. I got hit by that somehow. Okay. Look, the only challenging part about this boss fight, the only challenging part about the boss fight is the switching of weapons. That's it. Look, I can't. I tried the entire time to switch, I couldn't. This sucks.
No, this isn't possible. I can't be losing to you.
Most of these suck too.
Recharge. Should have debugged this before you did it. Let's make this interesting.
Death is too stupid for Mr. Zircon Annihilate.
Wow, I took damage. I'm still taking damage. What? Oh my god. I'm shooting the guys who are directly in front of me. They're still getting shots off and damaging me massively. Yes.
What better way to attack revenge on the Galactic Rangers? Destroy the entire system on their watch! I cannot be defeated!
Mr. Zircon is here to kill.
This is all Greg's fault. Maybe we celebrate the proposal. Let's make this interesting.
Mr. Zircon will come to the place.
I'm getting shot from behind.
Rangers are about to become the laughing stock of the galaxy. Have you seen my proton splitter yet? Allow me to give you a personal demonstration. I'm going to really enjoy killing you now. I must have my vengeance. And you thought you were winning. Now the real fight begins. You don't need this, do you?
There. Screw you. I didn't even bother with the next platform. There we go.
Deplanetizer entering Umbrus orbit.
Let's
Very
go.
nice. So there you go. I just had to shotgun through it, so I don't have to switch weapons. Okay.
Warning. Now entering Umbrus atmosphere.
Any ideas?
We must find one of Drek's teleporters.
I saw one on the bridge!
Watch out!
Whoa! Hang on, boys!
It's here! Hit the brakes! Quark! Oh no.
I can't reach you in time! Just get out while you can!
Save yourself.
Charging.
What are you doing? Improvising.
There it goes. Hell of a way to improvise.
And that, my friend, is the story of my heroic redemption. The end.
Wow, that was a heck of a story, Captain. I even rooted for the heroes. Normally, I hope they, you know, die.
Well, that's touching.
Captain?
Hey, Ratchet, Clank, how are you guys?
We are doing well. We just came here to visit the Rangers.
Yeah, Alaris invited us over to try out some new weapons and, you know, just boring old stuff. How are you?
Great, good, fine, yeah.
What the hell? Oh!
Prisoner escaping. Prisoner escaping. Prisoner escaping.
What did I tell you? No prison can hold Ship Helix.
Wow. Well, great guards.
Ready, pal?
Always.
Hey, you coming?
Absolutely.
Except you're a prisoner and this would be completely illegal. And you would violate everything. You'd probably get an extended sentence. You know. Alright, so that's it for the Ratchet & Clank remake of 2016. So here are my thoughts. It's fun. It's a great game. I mean, let's face it. It's Ratchet & Clank. It's the original. It's the classic from 2002. It's the one that everyone knows and loves. With some cool tweaks. You got some improvements. I believe there were one or two improved or changed weapons, right? Like, I don't think the pixelizer was in the original game. I think it was more just a shotgun or whatever. You got way better visuals. I mean, the visuals have been massively upgraded for current gen. It looks great. A great looking game. Some of the best, definitely action-based graphics on the PlayStation 4. As you saw, there were times when I was killing, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemies. They would all die and a million bolts would explode in the hallway. I mean, it was, like I said, the visuals really were comparable to that of Knack, the launch title for PS4. That really was a game just to show off the PS4's graphical engine. So in that regard, it's pretty damn awesome. There are a few things that irk me about it, though. For being a remake, it's not so much a remake as a re-release with a few tweaks. Like, for example, you know, a few things in there were changed up, like a boss or two. But for the most part, the planets are the same. The races, the tracks, the grinding is all the same. It's almost identical. And really, you know, for the 10 hours or so I think that I played this, really, I'd have to say probably only around maybe 1 to 2 hours was new, because all the cutscenes were obviously new, and they follow the plot of the movie, right? And then you have some new characters and stuff in the story and all that. And I do believe there was one new boss. I'm trying to remember. I think there was one new boss. But for the most part, it's Ratchet & Clank with very few things added. I mean, it's nice that they did, you know, they tweaked the controls a little bit to make it more manageable, but we just played Ratchet & Clank in an HD collection 4 years ago. You know, that was when the HD collection came out for Ratchet & Clank, and a lot of people have already replayed this game, so for it to be released again for another $40 when it's the same game at its core is a little disappointing. I'll be honest, you know, I was looking for more of something like the Resident Evil remake, where the whole game was the same premise, but all the rooms were different, the items were different, the boss fights were changed up. And that really was not the case with this game. This game was more of almost identical with only a few things switched around. Although if you are looking for the definitive current-gen version of an action platformer, I have to say this is probably it. I would actually say Knack would come in a little close second, but this obviously action-packed, tons of weapons, cool dialogue and story, lots of hidden items to find, a lot of stuff, a lot of replayability, you know, wanting to go back and search for all those items. You know, clocking in at around 10 hours is kind of like, what do you expect for a game like this that was come out in 2002? You know, that's what I mean. Like, I was thinking when they said remake, it would be like, okay, maybe we'll have all the original stages and stuff from the original game, but then they'll double the length of the game with new worlds and new stuff, and they didn't go for that. And I'll be honest, that's a little disappointing. I actually thought that they would go for something like that, and they chose not to. Not to say it wasn't an enjoyable experience. It absolutely was. I had a lot of fun playing this game, and I want to say thank you to those of you who did follow along, even though I know it wasn't a mainstream group of people, because I already played this game 4 years ago. A lot of people were like, yeah, it's the same game. But I do want to say thank you if you did follow along the playthrough. It was enjoyable, and I am glad that I did take the time out to play it. But $40, I mean, $40 for a game that's mostly just a re-release, I don't know. Maybe $30 or $20 would have made a heck of a lot more sense, especially again because they just had the HD collection 4 years ago, and a lot of people probably have replayed this game already. Now you're playing it a third time, and it's like $40 just because they massively upgraded the graphics and it has the plot of the movie in it. I don't know, man. For a first-time player, let me put it this way. For a first-time player, if you've never played an action platformer like this before, I have to say thumbs way up. But the fact that this is a re-release in a lot of ways, I was wanting more. I really was. I was wanting more. Why couldn't have there been more worlds? Just give me 2 new worlds, and I probably would have liked the game a lot more, but it really was, it was just the same game. So ultimately, I did enjoy it, but I'm not going to sit here and watch the credits because I've already seen them. Alright, you've unlocked challenge mode. You unlock the Insomniac Museum. You can access the museum from the teleporter in Grimroth's garage. So I hit continue, what happens? I think you just get to go around and do whatever you want, right? Or is it go from the end of the game? I don't know. Huh. Okay, you know what it looks like to me. Right, it warps you to the end, so...
Let's pick a new planet.
Right, you now have free reign to go throughout all of the worlds if you want to grab the final bolts, or if you missed any of the Rhino cards or anything like that. You could go through now and snag them, whatever you missed, yeah.
I have a hunch there's still something important to do on Rilgar.
Yeah, I missed one Rhino card. If I had actually gotten that, I would have unlocked the Rhino. But I missed a Rhino card back on Rilgar. I would have had it, because I had all the Rhino cards, right? But I didn't get it. Alright, so... ultimately, I really like the Ratchet & Clank remake, although I am disappointed that it's not more, that there wasn't more to it. I wish that there was more new stuff in it. It didn't feel like an original game to me because I've already played it, and that's kind of annoying because I really was thinking this would be more of a remake than a remaster. It really is, in my opinion, more of a remaster than anything else. But it's still a great game. It's still worth playing. And if you are looking for a fun action platforming experience and you have never played the game before, I highly recommend it. If you've played it before, especially if you played it in the HD re-release, I'm going to probably say it's not worth it. But if you didn't play that HD re-release and you're craving nostalgia, now is the time to jump on and play it, okay? That is it. I want to say thank you to everyone who watched the playthrough. I appreciate it. And I hope to see you for future gameplay as well. Thanks, everyone. See you later.